Alright, so we're back with the Toyota 4Runner here. We're going to do the fluid exchange on the transfer case. So I'm going to gain access from the passenger side and just scoot under. I'm not up on any jack stands or anything like that. It's just off the floor. So we'll take a scoot under and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, so here we are. Here's the transfer case. This here is going to be your fill plug. And I got that one loose. This one down here is going to be the drain plug. We'll take a look at the crush washers once I got them out. But make sure that your fill plug here comes out first, because otherwise you could be in trouble. If you take out the drain, you can't get the fill in. So they weren't overly tight. I think they're just torqued to 27 foot-pounds. So let me get repositioned and then we'll pull this one out and see what the fluid looks like. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this one-handed here without making a mess. Hopefully it doesn't come shooting out past the pan. Well, it doesn't look too bad. That actually looks pretty clean. That's slightly disappointing. The rear axle stuff, rear axle fluid, that was actually a little dirty. This stuff pretty clean for transfer case. This, I believe, too, is a 75W weight, or 75 weight, I should say. It's not a gear oil or anything like that. So, and I think it takes 1.5 quarts. I think that's what it says. So we'll let this drain and then we'll come back. Alright, so ignore the workbench. I got a lot of different projects going on right now. This is the transfer case fluid that I'm using. So it's a 70 weight 75 GL4. This is for manual transmissions and transaxles. And then if you go on the back, it's got the Toyota spec right here, the LF75. So that's what you need to make sure that you get. So I'm just using Redline, just like the rear. These are the crush washers. I took the old ones off. So these are just kind of like flat aluminum washers that go on, and you torque them down to 27 foot-pounds. The rear axle ones, those crush washers are a little different. So these are exactly the same for the transfer case. Top and the bottom washers are the same, torque value is the same. So, and I got a heater on the I got 3 bottles or 3 quarts of this. It should be more than enough. It shouldn't take more than 1.5 quarts. So, and then I'm just using one of those transfer pump deals. So let's get that set up and start going to town filling this thing back up. Alright, so I did the right thing and cleaned out the pan before I drained it, just to see if there was any metallic or anything like that. And there might be a little bit right up there on top, maybe. Otherwise, I don't know. Definitely doesn't look awful. So, and I don't know that we use the 4-wheel drive that much anyway. It's the wife's car. I don't know how much she actually uses it, or she even knows how to use it. But so we'll get set up. I'm gonna pump a little bit into the pan just to make sure I get everything out of that transfer pump from the last time, and then I'll see about getting you guys set up. Alright, so here's my setup. I can't show you me pumping it in. It's just too difficult to try to hold the camera or find something to brace it up. Basically, you're just transferring it from that through the hose. And like I said, I think it's 1.5 quarts, but once it starts coming out the fill plug, you're pretty close. So, and I got the bottom, the drain plug torqued to 27 foot-pounds. So I'm going to continue pumping it in and see if I can get it with just these 2 quarts, or if I'll have to start the third, because that pickup for the transfer only comes down, you know, so far in those containers, so it doesn't get everything out. Alright, so I'm all wrapped up, and I actually have quite a bit left. I think I read somewhere it could be 1.2. It depends on the type of transfer case you have. It's either like 1.2 quarts or 1.5. I'm thinking ours must be the 1.2, because there's no way I got 1.5 in there. This one's brand new, and this one feels like it's just almost at least half. I bet it's better than half. So I probably got enough here to do it again. Like I said, you're going to need a 24 millimeter to break those loose. These are the old crush washers, what they look like. But otherwise, this one's pretty simple. When I did the back, when I did the rear axle, I actually used more fluid than what I thought I should have. So it could have been, maybe it was low. I don't know. It just seemed like it took a lot more, where this didn't take as much at all. And this stuff flows really nice compared to that rear gear oil or whatever. So this stuff's much lighter. So other than that, that is going to be it for now.